Welcome back to Fast Five, where our three panelists talk about 5 topics in 7 short minutes. Let's start it off. The Supreme Court also ruled that senators did not have to provide abortion information in pro-life parent centers. Henry?
Well, they viewed it as freedom of speech, and I think it's a step in the right direction. But, you know, if the senator says no, this is our opposition because it was a state law that came into question, I think it's a good decision. Of course, I'm against abortion, so that's where my and the difference is having Neil Gorsuch on the bench versus having somebody else.
Ron?
Well, I listened to what you said a little bit ago, that the people at the restaurant or the baker had a chance to tell folks where to go get another cake some other place. Now you're saying that the clinic doesn't have the right to tell somebody
I'm not saying
where
anything.
they could go. No, I'm saying that.
I'm saying
So you're saying the Supreme Court contradicted itself?
The Supreme
Yeah,
Court said...
I'm saying the Supreme Court contradicted itself.
No, the Supreme Court said that they don't have to tell them where to go.
Where before they said he could tell them.
Well, yeah, they did. But could and have to are 2 different terms. Would you agree?
Check one
Could
of the
and
lawyers
have
from the
to.
Constitution.
If it was shall, you will do it.
Yes.
You shall
But
do
it's
it. Or if you
that's
say
what-
you may do it, it's totally different.
Okay.
It's your...
All right. And they may do it. The Supreme Court has not said to these clinics that are pro-life that they can't tell people about the abortion services provided, in some cases at no charge by the state. They said they don't have to.
Okay, well, we
Is there
got
a
another...
would you
If
agree
they're not
there's a
living on the
distinction?
government tab, they're free to...
to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Laura Ingalls Wilder, famed author from the early 19th century of the Little House on the Prairie series. Her name was stripped from a major children's literature award.
That she originally won.
Right. Because of her positions and her comments about racial relations and other things back in the 1800s.
You
Henry?
know, I haven't read the Little House books, but I heard an interesting commentary last night on it. She portrayed women as being equal to men, okay? The women went out with their husbands to start farms. They worked hard. They raised families. They did as much work out there, and probably sometimes more work than what the husbands did. The husbands, were out there tilling the fields. The mother didn't exactly have the alternative of running to the local pizza shop and picking up dinner. Okay, you might have a bag of flour, but you might be growing your food out in the field. She portrayed them in a real life situation.
At the time.
At the time, okay. But can't we accept history for what history is? This is ridiculous. Removing her name from this.
Ron? I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Ron?
Well, she did it. She made the comments way back then. Was she right or was she wrong? She made the comments. She made disparaging comments. I'm not so sure that taking her name off of the award's not a good thing. I don't know why. We talked about the Confederate flag last week. We talked about whether or not that's part of history. Right. And whether that should be flown or whether it shouldn't be flown or whatever. And here you have somebody that said something that was disparaging.
Do you think we should take George Washington off the $1 bill and off the quarters?
I don't know what he did.
He had slaves.
And so did Jefferson.
Okay,
so
well,
did Jefferson.
He'll go off the discrete $2 bill.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, but
total difference.
How's it different?
Why?
He had slaves. What did the South do? They seceded from the United States. They fought a war against the United States. They fired bullets and stuff against the American flag.
We're talking about Laura Ingalls Wilder.
No, but you got back to where you got back into.
No, you went
with
back
George
there.
Washington, Thomas
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
The Confederate flag.
That's a fact, and I believe that.
Do you think that George Washington considered a black person to be equal to a white person in his time?
Well, the lady that had the problem, that's the names being taken off, she couldn't even vote back then.
Okay.
Okay, Constitution didn't even give her
And
the right to
my,
vote.
how times have changed and for
Yes.
the better, right?
Yeah, but we want to make America great again. So what does that mean? It's still code, and you know it's code to make America white again.
Did you get to be this? Do you have a secret decoder ring that the rest of us don't have?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
All
do.
right.
And I push one side or the other. Yes.
Next up, a family, and it's a multiracial family, is asking the Bluebell Ice Cream Company to change the name of their one ice cream, and the ice cream is half chocolate, half vanilla. I'm assuming
There's the ice cream connoisseur.
you had the Neapolitan, which is chocolate,
It was
vanilla,
strawberry.
and, strawberry. Well,
Right.
they call this the Great Divide, and chocolate on this side, vanilla on this side.
And what did they call it when it was the three of them? Neapolitan.
Neapolitan.
So you're the good man. You're the connoisseur.
The point
here.
is,
Okay.
the family is asking this manufacturer to change it to Better Together. Ron, your thoughts?
I don't like it at all. It's vanilla and it's chocolate.
Okay.
Henry?
Okay. Bluebell has a lot of issues. Okay, they had a listeria outbreak in their ice cream.
That's
Okay,
funny.
they've had a lot of issues in manufacturing. Naming an ice cream is not one of them. The child, and bless this family, because it's not just their own children, but they have adopted and foster children in the household. The one child said, well, to me it's like the North and South. It's like, well, I don't really. I'm glad the kid's thinking of history, but I don't see where having chocolate and vanilla ice creams like having difference of opinion between the North and South. Yeah.
But shouldn't there be a more creative way how to name vanilla and chocolate?
Yeah, I don't like the name either.
Yeah, I think the name's stupid, but at the same point, let them market it. If it sits on the shelf, it sits on the shelf, and people get upset. So.
All right, our WTF segment, that's what the flip side, by the way, for tonight. Cities suing oil producers alleging climate impact.
It says it's right. It's the waters are increasing. I thought the waters were decreasing, but
No,
the
I think
waters
they're
are increasing
increasing.
because of that and because of the polar ice caps
But,
melting.
That's
but I
right.
believe that I thought I heard that the judge found that there wasn't sufficient merit for the case to proceed.
That may be true. I didn't read that, but
I thought I heard that the other evening.
That could be. My point is this. If they want to stop the oil producers from producing oil, stop using oil. Ban that in your cities.
San Francisco was one of them.
Right.
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Stop putting oil in your
Right.
in your cars. Gas in your cars.
What
Let's see
country
happens.
produced the most oil last year?
No idea.
Possibly the U.S.
U.S.
Okay. There we
Gas
go.
prices was
Drill,
way
baby,
down.
drill.
Yeah, yeah. Why'd you want to drill? You was getting plenty of fuel, plenty of oil, natural oil. So why is the price of gas where it's at now?
Because OPEC has decreased their production.
OPEC don't have anything to do with
OPEC,
us.
but it has created a shortage across the
So
world.
we're
We're
gonna
in a global economy, Ron. I don't know if you got that memo.
Well, I thought we were down. You talking about a global economy? I thought we
but
were into.
we're dealing with protectionist tariffs.
Is that a tariff? Is that what Trump put a tariff on them?
No.
To keep the oil
But
out or
dealing-
whatever.
it's
Is that why
retaliation.
our oil's
And
going
we're
up?
running out of time on what the flip side, I
Ron,
believe.
it's time for me to say this. You're very angry tonight.
But Ron, we're going to choose civility.
All right. Coming up next, winners and losers. Stay with us. We'll be back in 3.